Howdy fellas, I hope you're faring well where you are. Rainy day here in the neighborhood and windy too. It's March. We've been talking about muzzleloaders in particular, and last video we was talking about smoothbores. And if you'll think about it, in just about 4 months will be the 250th birthday of our country. And those of us that are old enough, and probably a lot of you that watch this channel fall in that category, can remember the bicentennial in 1976. There was huge interest in muzzleloading, or resurgence in traditional muzzleloading, not only because of the 150th, or 200th birthday, I'll get it right in a minute, of our country, but also the movie Jeremiah Johnson and others that came out just a few years before. People were really interested in muzzleloading. I wish that that would happen again, and part of the mission of my channel, so to speak, is to try to keep that interest in traditional muzzleloading alive. But we were talking about smoothbores. Smoothbores played a huge role in the birth of our country because the military of the United States, being a new country, was very small. And every able-bodied man was called up for militia duty. And part of that was you had to provide your own gun and accoutrements. So the smoothbore played a large part in that, because even though some of the people that were in the militia had rifles, a lot of them were armed with some kind of smoothbore, like a Fowler or some old military musket from years past. In the military back in those days, all the countries in the world were not using rifles yet, because they were interested in speed and volume of fire much more than they were the accuracy of the fire. But the smoothbore played a huge role in the birth of this nation. I'm not seeing a whole lot of interest, it seems, online anyway, of anybody mentioning the 250th birthday of our country, which to me that's a pretty big thing, because our country's not, in my opinion, as good a shape as it was at one time as far as support for our government, but it's still our country and it still exists, and 250 years is a long time for a country to stay about or be about. But I just thought I'd gab with you a little bit about that, and once again about the smoothbore, because a lot of you said, I thought about this rifle, but now that you've talked about smoothbores, I think I may have rethought myself, and I'm thinking about smoothbore for versatility. Now, as far as real good accuracy, yeah, a rifle's probably going to be better for a longer range, but it's hard to beat a smoothbore, being able to go everything from small game like squirrels and rabbits all the way up to grizzly bears. So, something to think about, and I hope you celebrate the 250th birthday of our country come July 4th. A lot of people call it July 4th. I call it Independence Day, because that's what it is. But I appreciate you watching and supporting the channel and commenting. If you got any comments on this one, I welcome them. God bless you. Keep your powder dry and mind your top knot, pilgrim.